Yes. After the completion of the what is the blood factor, next we are discussing about the process of blood clotting. The process of blood clotting. First one, the process of mechanism or the mechanism of blood clotting. The mechanism of blood clotting. Or mechanism of blood coagulation. There is a three ways. There is a three pathways. There is a three pathways to clotting of the blood. First one is the what is that? The activation of the process of activation of prothrombin, and the second one is the conversion of thrombin to prothrombin to thrombin, and next one, the last one is the process of fibrinogen to fibrin. So there is a three pathways. How many? There is a three pathways. There is a three pathways are there for the clotting. The mechanism of, there is a three pathways of mechanism of blood clotting. First one, very very important. These are very essential for the blood clotting mechanism. First one, process of activation or activation of prothrombin. The activation of prothrombin, there is a two sub pathways are there. In this, two sub pathways. First one is intrinsic factor and extrinsic factor. Extrinsic factor, extrinsic pathway, and intrinsic pathway. Extrinsic and intrinsic pathway. The second one is the conversion of what is that? Prothrombin to thrombin. Prothrombin to thrombin. The last one is the conversion of fibrinogen to fibrin or fibrin threads. Fibrin threads. Next we are discussing about the process of activation of prothrombin. Yeah, what we say? Activation of prothrombin. This mechanism, this cascade mechanism is always activation of remaining all factors. If it is when during the what is that injury, so the blood is not get start for the clotting. While the tissue plasma thromboplastins are activated, when the tissue plasma thromboplastin, nothing but the tissue fluids are activation of factors. Activation of factors. First one we are discussing about process of activation of prothrombin in extrinsic factor, extrinsic pathway. Extrinsic pathway. Already we are discussing about what is that? What is the nature of the blood? In this blood, there in our bloodstream. The blood is there in our body. There is no clotting mechanism occur. Why? Because these factors are always in inactive in condition. While the injury was occurs, the blood was bleeding. When the thromboplastins are nothing but the factors will be activated. Yes. During injury, where is that extrinsic pathway? This mechanism occurs in the outside of the body. Very very important. Note down. This mechanism occurs in the outside of the body, outer surface. Nothing but surfactant factor is 12. Surface, outer surface. Nothing but skin. You can write skin or tissue, outside of the tissue, outside of the skin. Clear? So this type of pathway is known as extrinsic pathway. In this pathway, there is a injuring of the tissue. Injured tissue. Yes. Injured tissue. So which tissue? Epidermal tissue. So the injured tissue it secrete nothing but releasing of which one? Plasma thromboplastin. Which one? These are secretion of plasma thromboplastin. Which one? The injured tissue releasing plasma thromboplastin. Plasma thromboplastin. So these are secretion, these are releasing from the injured tissue. So this fluid, this one is activation of remaining 13 factors. Only this fluid is activation of remaining all inactive factors. So it is released when it is activation of remaining 13 inactive factors to converts into activated. So the plasma thromboplastins are converts into factor 10. In presence of the what is the plasma thromboplastins are converts into plasma 10. What is the plasma 10? What is the factor 10 is known as, already we are discussing the 13th factor, the 10th factor is known as a surfactant factor. Yes, it is known as above the skin surface of the factor, that is known as a surfactant factor. 10th factor, releasing of 10th factor in presence of factor 7. In presence of the plasma thromboplastins are converts, not activation. These are converts into 10th factor in presence of 7th factor. The 7th factor is called as a labial factor or labile factor. Labile factor. The presence of labile factor, plasma thrombone converts into what is that? 10th factor. So it is inactive in condition. The 10th factor is always inactive. When it is converts, it is always inactive. When it is converted, it is inactive. Are you clear? Yes, the 10th factors are converts into 10th active factor in presence of calcium ions. The presence of calcium ion. Are you remember? What is that? The calcium is a 4th factor. First one is what is the fibrinogen, prothrombin, thromboplastin and calcium ion. In presence of calcium ion, the 10th inactive factor converts into active 10th factor. Yes. So the active 10th factors are converts into what is that? What is the thromboplastin, prothrombin, activation, prothrombin activation in presence of factors 5th. In presence of factor 5th. What is that? In presence of factor 5th. This is known as a what is that? Labial, what is that? Surfactant factor. This is known as a labial factor. Sorry. Labial factor. Labile factor. In presence of labile factor, this 5th one is converts into prothrombin activator. Are you clear? So the first extrinsic pathway, the blood is clotting process. The blood is converts into prothrombin. Are you clear? First one. But the extrinsic pathway in the surface of the skin, they're getting ruptured. The blood vessels will be ruptured. The blood comes out of the body. When the tissue was injured, the injured tissue secreting the plasma thromboplastin. The plasma thromboplastins are converted into inactive 10th factor. Inactive 10th factor, surfactant factor in presence of 7th factor. So this is one as a stable factor. 7th one is a stable factor. Stable factor. 7th factor is known as stable factor. 5th one is a labile factor. In presence of stable factor, it is converts into inactive 10th factor. So the inactive 10th factors are converts into active 10th factor in the presence of calcium ions in factor 4. Factor 4. Note down the factor 4 is converts into inactive 10 to active 10 factor. Next one, active 10th one converts into prothrombin activator in presence of what is the 5th one is a labile factor. Are you clear? So this is known as extrinsic pathway. Next we are discussing about intrinsic pathway to activation of prothrombin. Next is the activation of prothrombin. So very, very important. These factors are in examination. First one is an intrinsic pathway. This pathway, nothing but this type of mechanism, the clotting mechanism occurs in the inner side of the body parts, inner side of the body, inner side of the organs. Like the blood vessels will ruptured the inner side of the body. So the blood vessels are ruptured. So the vessels is made up of 3 different type of connective layers. Let's see the diagram. So this is the blood vessel. The blood vessel is completely covered by the outermost covering membrane is known as a tunica externa. Already we are discussing tunica externa. Tunica externa. Outermost membrane is known as tunica externa. The middle one is the tunica media. Innermost one is the tunica interna. Media and interna. So it will become any damage or any rupturing of the blood vessels. So this blood is directly rupturing of media and interna. So these will connect with which one? The blood capillaries are connects. The blood capillaries are connects into tunica media. When it is the blood capillaries are connects into tunica media, so the blood clotting mechanism will be stopped. Are you clear? So when what is that blood clotting mechanism? Nothing but rupturing of blood capillaries or blood vessels. Blood vessels. When the blood it is releasing some factors, activation of some factor. That factor is known as the 12th factor. Which factor? 12th factor. Activation of 12th factor. These are inactive in condition. This inactive in 12th factors are converts into active factor without any what is the factors in between of the inactive to active. What is that factor? 12th factor. So these are converts into by itself. It is activation by itself, by its own. Inactive 12th factor. Nothing but the blood vessels are secreting. The blood vessels are secreting some amount, some kind of factor. The factor is known as the 12th factor. The 12th factor is always in inactive in condition. So the inactive 12th factors are converts into active. Active 12th blood clotting factor. So the active blood clotting factors are activation, nothing but converts into this tissue is converts into this, the fluid is converts into a 12th factor. This 11th factor is activation and converts into 11th factor, 11th inactive factor. 11th inactive. So the 11th inactive factors are converts into 11th active factor. 11th active factor. Presence of the calcium ions. Very, very important. Presence of the calcium. Nothing but factor number 4. In presence of calcium ions, the 11th factors are converts into 11th active factor. So the 11th active factors are activation of nothing but is stimulation of factor number 9. This is known as the Christmas factor. These are stimulation. Nothing but it is give a particular stimulation of the 11th factor, 9th factor. So these 9th factors are converts into activation 9th factor in presence of again calcium ions. Again calcium ions. So these are active 9th factor, active 11th factors. Active 9 and active 11th factor. So this active 11 factor, active 9 factor are activated. Activation of what is that 10th factor? Activation of 10th factor. The 10th factor is known as Stewart factor. These are conversion of nothing but stimulation of factor 10 is known as a Stewart factor. So this 10th factor is converts into 10th active factor. 10th active factor. Are you clear? So in this mechanism, the blood capillaries will be ruptured. The ruptured blood vessels are activation of the stimulation of factor number 12. The factor number 12 is active, converts into active 12 by itself. There is no involvement of the any factor. So there's the next one. The factor 12 is converts into factor 11, 12 and 11. So these are inactive in condition. These are inactive in condition in bloodstream when it is a stimulation from their 12th factor. So the 11 factors are converts into 11th active factor in presence of the calcium ions. So in the presence of the calcium ions, this is converts into active. Next one, this 11 was convert stimulation into nothing but it is activation of 11th 9th factor. These 9th factors are converts into active 9 in presence of calcium ions. So the calcium ions are play a crucial play a role for the clotting blood mechanism. Remember which one play the crucial role for the clotting mechanism. Factor number 4 is known as a calcium ion. It is very important. Next one, this 10th one activate into 10th active factor. Next, the 10th active The 10th active factors are converts into prothrombin. Converts into prothrombin activator. Activation. Prothrombin active in presence of 5th and presence of 3rd and 5th factor. 3rd factor, what is the 3rd factor? What is the 3rd factor? Fibrinogen, prothrombin, thromboplastin. This is known as thromboplastin and this is known as a labial factor. Presence of thromboplastin and labial factor. The 10th active factor is converts or activation of the prothrombin activation. Converts into prothrombin activation. So this is the internal parts of the body. Internal parts of the body, that is known as the intrinsic pathway. Are you clear? Next we are discussing about what is that? The conversion of prothrombin to thrombin. Are you clear? This is one of the pathway to clotting mechanism, which is essential from the clotting mechanism. Calcium ions. The calcium ions are play a crucial role for the clotting mechanism or blood clotting, blood coagulation. Second one is conversion of prothrombin. Conversion of prothrombin to thrombin. Very simple and very easy. First one, the prothrombin, it is already activated. The prothrombin is already activated by the intrinsic and eccentric factors. The prothrombin is converts into thrombin. The presence of prothrombinokinase is means MG in the presence of prothrombinokinase. The prothrombin activators are converts into prothrombin. Prothrombin kinase. The prothrombin activator is converts into prothrombin. Prothrombin converts into thrombin. Presence of prothrombin kinase ASE, which is ends with ASE. Those are known as MGM. These are inactive MGM. So these inactive MGMs are involvement for this mechanism and conversion of the active prothrombin. Which one is MGM? Are you clear? This much only. This is enough about the prothrombin conversion. Next one, the conversion of third one is the conversion of fibrinogen to fibrin. Conversion of fibrinogen to fibrin. So the fibrinogen to fibrin. Are you clear? The first factor is fibrinogen. First factor is fibrinogen. Last 13th factor. First factor. Last 13th factor is fibrinosurfactant factor, or what is that? Fibrinogen stable factor. So these first two 13 process occurs in what is the process of conversion of fibrinogen to fibrin. So the total mechanism is under control by these two. Means first to 13. Let's see how they are converts. First one is what is the fibrinogen converts into fibrin. Fibrinogen converts into fibrin. The presence of fibrinokinase, same prothrombinokinase like a fibrinokinase. Presence of fibrinokinase, the fibrinogen converts into fibrin. Are you clear? Like that. The fibrin, it is converts into fibrin threads. The fibrin is converts into fibrin threads in presence of factor 13. The fibrins are converts into fibrin threads in presence of factor. Which factor? 13th factor. Only in presence of 13th factor, the fibrins are converts into fibrin threads. So what is the importance of these fibrin threads? These are when our body get rupture, nothing but any get injury, there is wound. The wound is completely covered by these fibrils. Like this is one of the wound. This wound is completely covered by these fibrils. After this, in this clotting mechanism, the fibrils are covered and more number of the cells to clotting mechanism occurs. So that is the importance of fibrin threads. That is the importance of the fibrin threads. What is the importance? After the last process is known as a conversion of fibrinogen to fibrin. When these fibrins are reaches into the injury region, nothing but the wound region, when these are activation of fibrinogen to fibrin, the fibrin to fibrin thread in presence of 13 factors. When it is reaches into the wound region, when it is enters into the wound region, when the fibrinogen converts into fibrin threads, so the threads are completely close, nothing but locking of complete wound in presence of the fibrin threads, and more number of these cells are locking together. So the blood was clotting occurs. So that is known as a coagulation method. Blood was clotting. So it is one of the biological mechanism. It is one of the biological mechanism. Are you clear? So there is a three processes are there. First one is what is the prothrombin activator, conversion of prothrombin to thrombin and fibrinogen to fibrin. Next